Have you seen the apartment?
Hello, everyone. Coming up here. Okay, huh?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hello, everyone. Coming up here on Connect Now. What a show we have for you. We're gonna talk about the latest on what's going on in the nation. We're gonna talk about this, where a lot of protests is going on in Minnesota at the loss of Renee Good. We'll hear about what happened after she got unalived by an ICE officer. It was kind of shocking and disturbing. We'll get to the latest on what went down here on now. We'll talk about it coming up. Also, too, we'll talk about stuff with Drake. Drake with his illegal gambling stuff, not with Kendrick Lamar, but Drake by himself. We'll get to the latest on what's going on with Drake and a whole bunch of stuff, including Tyler Perry still back in the news again. We'll talk about Tyler Perry with the alleged situation he's got going on with a third accuser now coming out and claiming that he had SA'd him. We'll get to the latest as we get Connect Now started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Connect Now. I'm your host, as always, Kenny Dix here, alongside my co-host, Brittany Shea. Brittany Shea, how you doing?
All right. Okay.
All right. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Connect Now here on Connect TV and our platforms as well. So if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, soon to be on TikTok very, very soon. So look for that news coming your way shortly. All right, Brittany Shea, let's not waste no time whatsoever. Let's get started with this. We'll get started with Renee Good. You heard the news this past week of her being unalived by an ICE officer. What's your whole thoughts on it?
I was kind of shocked by it because I was like, damn, you don't usually see, white women getting killed like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that told me, oh, this a class system. This a class problem. You know what I mean? Because
right,
they don't kill their own like
right,
that. They kill each other, kill their own. Just as much as they like to say black on black crime and stuff. Crime can be in proximity of each other's, so it's gonna be crime no matter where you live at, in some form or fashion. But yeah, I was shocked, but I hate that she died because she was right at home in her driveway when
Well,
she died.
what you heard about Christy Nome, the director of Homeland Security, saying that it was an act of domestic terrorism?
But she lied. It wasn't no act of domestic terrorism. Yeah,
Well, we
ICE
see
agent.
right here. This is the footage right here that we're watching of her being unalive. We ain't showing the whole footage, but we're just showing pieces of here. This is her right here, who had Renee Good right here. She was 37 years old, a mother of two, being unalive by ICE agents. And it's kind of crazy that the top of the food chain, the leadership of the US, like Donald Trump and JD Vance, are condoning this ICE officer of just him just getting away with murder.
Yeah, how to get away with murder? What the hell? Like,
Right. But
but they don't care.
like you said, go ahead, Brinshay.
They go to Shay. They don't care about white women either. She was a white
I mean,
woman.
they came from white women.
I know, and most white women voted MAGA, so that should tell them shit. They don't care about your ass.
You had brought up we was having a discussion earlier this week about you saying that it ain't all about race no more. It's all about classism. Can you
Yeah,
play about that?
yeah, because like I said, you killed that white woman. You know, they ain't trying to kill, white people like that. And most of black and brown people, you know what I'm saying? So if they can care about less about her life, it's about class, classism. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, rich versus poor, poor versus rich. That's what it is.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of, since it was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it was almost a mile away from the George Floyd incident that
Mm-hmm.
happened a couple of years ago. Um, like we said about Minnesota, how does immigration enforcement stores intersect with public trust?
Um, I think because anybody could be an immigrant, you know what I'm saying? It could be your neighbor, your co-worker, and somebody but
Mm-hmm.
they don't care. They don't care.
Kind of wild and crazy. Um, like we said, authorities hasn't still answer to it, and it's kind of like the local government, the state government, the federal government ain't trying to cooperate with the local and state government. So, like we said, will we see this get national attention while it might happen to others in the near future?
Yeah, I mean this the catalyst now. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
who knows? I hope nobody else get killed because that lady she didn't deserve to die.
No, I mean she was just like you said,
Do
we
you
I
have no
looked at the footage. I
decency?
know you
We have someone dead in their car for no.
want to show a site of the Minnesota governor. Um, what's that dude name? I forgot his name. Here it was Harry Waltz, Tim Waltz. Let's look at the site and what he had to say, and we'll react to it. What he said.
Do
So,
you have no decency? We have someone dead in their car for no reason whatsoever.
all right, you heard right there from Tim, the governor, Tim Waltz, about Renee Good right there. You see on your picture on your screen, her being unalived by an ICE officer, and like you said, Brenda Shea, it's just at this point, cruelty. Who I don't even know what to say because I mean this is kind of inhumane, and you kind of think with the ICE officer didn't have no like humanity and stuff like that. Back here, Brenda Shea. All right, Brenda Shea will be back. I think she's still. It's this ongoing gag all the time here on now that we kind of have technical issues, and she'll come back to us once she returns and stuff. Hopefully, if Brenda Shea's still around, we don't want Brenda Shea to. But if we do, we'll move on to another story. Anyway, so let's move on to another story here on now. We'll talk about this right here. Tyler Perry going through the ringer again, and speaking of Tyler Perry, he's being sued for allegedly sexual assaulting an actor. Tyler Perry getting sued again. Let's hear from this actor and what he had to say. Let's hear what he had to say.
Little bit about sexual assault and harassment and why the people stay silent. For a long time, guys, I didn't want to say anything, and I wanted to tell you guys why I didn't want to say anything. But when it happened to me, I felt ashamed. I was scared because of the judgment and the questions that people were going to start asking, almost like if they were going to blame me for just being there. Well, I felt all of that, guys, when a very big director, a very seriously powerful person that everybody knows, invited me over to his house to talk about roles and upcoming things that he was writing. I was telling myself, like, man, like all of my dreams are coming true right now. Like my opportunities at my front door right now. So much excitement going through my body. And then, guys, it happens. You know, my boundaries were crossed. You feel like this person feels like they got power over you because of the situation and the opportunity that presented itself in front of you. And then and how fear can somewhat keep you quiet and keep you silent. Well, I stayed quiet for much too long. And I just want to say I'm really sorry, man, because if I would have spoken up sooner, I could have saved somebody that this probably happened to after me. I just want to say sorry for that, whoever that may be. It could have stopped with me if I would have said something. But I do apologize, and I'm speaking up now and getting it out there and talking about it, most importantly, then so be it. And I just want to apologize once again, guys, because I'm sorry I can't really talk about more than what I've talked about right now. But I will be giving you guys an update very soon about the whole situation that happened in detail. So stay tuned. And thank you guys for hearing me out. I appreciate it.
All right, Bridget Shay, you back on? You probably had to mute yourself or something. Can you mute yourself? Or you're on? All right, Bridget Shay got a lot of problems going on, but Tyler Perry with this Mario Rodriguez situation. What does this carry extra weight? That's what everybody wants to know. I think Bridget Shay will be coming back shortly. She'll join us in a few minutes. But like I said, Mario Rodriguez, this allegation, you heard him speak that he thought Tyler Perry was a trusting source, but Tyler Perry tries to use like power and commitment to get back into the groove and thing. Bridget Shay, you back on with us?
Yeah, just add me on. You ain't got to announce it. Just add me on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. We just trying to make sure.
I know. Just add me on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we said, did you hear about the SOT about Mario Rodriguez, about him suing Tyler Perry and saying that Tyler Perry was trying to use his power to like manipulate him to get him to do stuff, and it went straight to the left.
Yeah, I heard it. I don't know what to think or say about that. Cause I ain't no telling what be going on with Tyler Perry and these meetings. Size of the story. Even though I think Tyler Perry need to come on out the closet, but still.
Like we said, do you think more accusers will come forward and will it stay isolated?
I think it's more to come. I wouldn't be surprised because folks come out the woodwork. People start coming out the woodwork. When one come out, they all come out.
I mean, it's kind of like, okay, with one, it's okay. It's diable, but then when you got two and then you got three, it's like, okay, now something is really not right.
Yeah, like what's going on for real?
And I hope Tyler Perry knows what he's doing. I can tell you that right now, but there'll be another day for another time.
Exactly. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it turn out. What done in the dark come to the light always.
Well, even more accusations coming up further that gospel icon Hold on, folks. Gospel icon Donnie McKirkland. Want to show him right here. This is Donnie McKirkland on the gospel icon. He's been hit with a sexual SA lawsuit. What's your thoughts on Donnie McKirkland?
I ain't surprised because everybody knew he was gay for the longest. Ever since he made that we fall down but we get up, Chad. That man was gay then, he gay now, and he gonna be gay when he gone. Just like Tyler Perry, just gonna come out the closet. It's all right. It's 2026 now. You know, if you gay, you gay.
I mean, look with his hands right here. Come on now. Come on, right
Yeah.
there.
And then the man
Come-
that he had beside him that accused him here, he gay. And it was like a gay conversion thing. Okay, ain't no gay
Right,
conversion because you still gonna
right.
have those thoughts and urges. So, child, just do what you do. Everybody know folks in church is gay. Hell, most of the time the choir director and some person in the band is gay. Like it's
Yeah.
nothing new. Even the pastor could be gay. Like, you know, it is what it
Um,
is.
how do faith leaders get treated differently in abuse conversations?
I think they supposed to be held to more like a higher standard, but then again,
Yeah.
it's like abuse can happen in any congregation, Baptist, you know, pest I can't even say the word, or Catholic, or you know,
Right.
any type of form of congregations or denomination can have that abuse. You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
to their members and kids and stuff. So
Should like Donnie McGurkland be like, since he's legacy is gospel music and stuff, can his influence or his legacy shield someone from accountability like him being
uh,
like you just said?
I don't think it should shield nobody. It don't matter if they the pastor, the leading pastor, the deacon. It don't matter because
Right.
you know, if you do wrong, you should be held accountable for it, or you should, you know, something should come from it, or either you need to apologize, you need to do something. But you know, if someone's accusing you of that, 9 times out of 10, that person has done it, and they try to groom people too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
From
I
their
was
own.
yeah, I was doing my homework and stuff. I was looking at Layla Lynn, and she said in the email, Donald Kirk had talked to his accused and saying that he was being a dirty old man or something. I'm like, yeah, you did it, man. You did it.
Yeah, you's a dirty old man, all right.
But then he said that he's trying to do reverse, like,
Psychology.
she was, yeah, but it was sort of like he was abused when he was young, little, but now he's trying to reverse, do the abusing himself, being like the perpetrator.
Yeah, most time, most people that's abused, not everybody. Some
Not
people that,
everybody.
like some people that are SA are molested, they'll turn around and do it to others, and that don't make it
Right.
right. Just I know it's hurtful and harmful that it was done to you, but don't you go and do it to someone else. Break that
Cycle.
curse, break that cycle, break that chain, and try to uplift people that have been, you know, things had like that have been done to kids and boys and girls. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate and sad, but then again, you don't want to hurt just because you was hurt. You don't go hurting others. You know what I'm saying? You get
Right.
help, and then you bring that person that did that to you, bring them to justice or bring it to the forefront. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of black families would try to, not a lot, but try to pacify, you know, the uncles and the predators. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't
Right.
wear
Right.
this, don't do this, don't do that. No, y'all need to say something to him. You don't have to tell no child to change certain clothes because this a grown ass man coming around. You see what I'm saying? He should have
Yeah.
enough willpower and common sense to not be a pedo. So, and they
Yeah.
go for men too. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at both men and women. Women can be SA too, and men can be SA, and women can SA children just as much as men. So you
Right.
can't put nothing past nobody. You can't trust your kids around nobody either. And then to me, I feel like as a parent, if your child comes to you and say, "Hey, such and such, or this touch me, or this that," you don't be dismissive. You could get to the bottom of it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A child don't know no better, so I'm gonna tend to listen to that child and get to the bottom of what's going on.
Right. 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 Good
Mm-hmm.
advice. Bruce. All right, we'll move on to another story with Drake. We see that rapper Drake, and I mean Drake, he's a rapper. Rapper Drake, Aiden Ross and Stake sued for alleged deception of gambling practices.
Mm-hmm.
What's your whole thoughts on We showing pictures of Kendrick Lamar and Drake, but Drake right here on the left side. But
I don't know what's going on with that.
with Drake
They
with the
been really,
gambling, it's like Drake basically had just put his name on something. And now he's getting sued and stuff.
so they was rigging something, or
Yeah, that what they saying.
oh, well, he should know better. He already facing a shitty year. Last year,
Right,
he know better than that.
right.
But you just had to face the consequences of your action. If you're doing something illegal, that's what you just had to deal with the consequences of it.
Yeah, that's sort of like promoting risky behavior right now.
Yeah, you already got money. You want more? Well, that's what they do. They want more money. The greed is a motherfucker.
Greed is a motherfucker, indeed that. Well, we move on from Drake because I mean that's Drake for you. We know Pastor Jamal Bryan and his wife. They was on Tamron Hall about the dress. Here's what Pastor Jamal Bryan's wife had to say.
Did you
Tamron
have
Hall.
even a sliver of doubt before you walked out to go to the event?
He's not on there.
Did you have even a sliver
Oh,
of
it's
doubt
supposed to
before
pop
you
up
walked
now.
out to
Here you
go
go.
to the event about the dress and that it might create a stir?
People have said, oh, she knew it would get this reaction. My ego is not that big.
Wow.
I don't dress for people. I dress for myself and for my husband. I am a wife. Yeah. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I have a doctorate, I'm a professor. There are plenty of things that I do. And the challenge is we often want to see a woman be one-dimensional. I am multi-dimensional. I carry multiple titles. Now, what you choose to call me on whatever day is fine for whatever that might be. But I think that there is this idea that a woman can only be one thing. And once I happen to marry a pastor, I happen to fall in love with a man who is a pastor, right? And so with that came the title of First Lady, but there is no book for that. There is no manual for what that looks like. And I have decided that the title does not define me. I define what the title is.
All right. You saw right there, Pastor Jamal Bryan. We can go back. Yeah. Pastor Jamal Bryan, wife had spoken on Tamron Hall about the dress. I've been seeing that online all the time about the dress. Did they come matching together?
No, the controversy with the dress is it's kind of seem like it's kind of like a flesh tone, see-through type,
Yeah, that's what I'm
dress.
saying.
And then
Yeah,
the pattern
I've seen
is
it.
close. Yeah. I they came together, they came matching together almost, but it just became a big controversy with her and her dress. So
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That backlash and stuff. I got a question. When does fashion criticism cross into personal attacks? Like she just said, she's everything. She's not just one dimensional.
I think it crosses because I guess it depends on the occasion and profession and your title. I think that's what people getting it. Her title, her being a first lady, and the occasion she was at a fundraiser charity for the United Negro College Fund. But she's outside of church. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad to me. I could see both sides, but I like the dress. You know what I'm saying? I seen worse. So her dress compared to other dresses that I've seen that people worn, baby, she's more covered up than other people have ever been. You see what I'm saying? It's just, I guess, the pattern and how it was kind of directing towards a cootie frog at the bottom. But I didn't find a problem with the dress. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's her. She looked good in the dress. You asked me. So
I mean, like I said about that, should celebrities ignore social media backlash or just confront it head on like she did?
I think they probably see her husband more as a celebrity, and she's more like a public figure because of her husband. But I think after a while, when it becomes too much, you have to address it. You see what I'm saying? Some stuff you don't have to address. Some things you do. It's up to what you choose to do. Yeah, but I feel like when you address it, sometimes you add more fuel to the fire. And then if you don't address it, they gonna feel like, oh, you think you supposed to do X, Y, and Z. So it's like, damn if you do and damn if you don't.
Gotcha. All
Yeah,
right.
and I think for me as a celebrity, it's best to. I honestly, if I was a celebrity, I'd damn near take the Beyonce route. Either I'm gonna go the Beyonce route or the Cardi B route. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Cardi B goes off and address everything. Beyonce is quiet and silent, but she lets things speak for itself. You see what I'm saying? In some form of fashion, subtly. She does subliminal messages, or she do it in her music.
Okay. All right. All right. Now we know that 50 Cent and Papoose. I mean, 50 Cent be trolling all these celebrities and stuff like that. Even he wanted to take a dig at Papoose on Papoose tasting women during the spice of social media spat. But Papoose sent this. Let's look at it right quick.
Breezy ass back to the country where you belong. Gonna kick your ass.
All right. But what's your thoughts on 50 Cent Papoose?
50 Cent just gonna troll everybody. Like he just a big troll, a big rage baiter. It don't even matter who it is. If he can troll and make fun of you, he will. He made fun of his own cast for Power. That man don't give a damn.
I mean, why would you make fun of your cast on Power when they work for you? And I mean,
Right.
and then with Diddy and stuff, we get with the Diddy situation, but what is he? I know he like to spark tent. I know he like to thrive on
Troll.
controversy and stuff.
Yeah, just a big troll.
And he ought to be bigger than that and better than that. He ought to be trying to move
Petty,
on from stuff.
petty. That's just his nature. That's just who he is.
But like you said, 50 Cent been beefing with Ja Rule and everybody else for a long time, and it gets me like, who benefit more from the back and forth for this between 50 Cent and Papoose?
Nobody.
And then I think he wanted to bring in Carisha Shields into this, but he
Yeah,
didn't
I
want to.
with that. I don't know.
That's crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
that's it for you. All
Yeah.
right. We're gonna move on to this right here. Megan Thee Stallion, Brittany Shay has a new partnership, and she has a new partnership with Dunkin Donuts. Let's show you the Dunkin Donuts right quick. Megan Thee Stallion partners with Dunkin Donuts for a new partnership. What's your whole thoughts on Megan Thee Stallion? Making big moves with Popeyes, and now she's making big moves with Dunkin Donuts.
I like it. I had seen the commercial and it's like for protein. A lot of people are
Yeah.
into heavy protein now, you know what I'm saying, as far as fitness wise. So I would be interested to try it. It looked like it's pretty good. So I can't knock her, get to the bed. She tried to stay out of much mess and drama as she can, but it still kind of follows her. But I'm glad that she's more in a better space in time in her life now.
Okay. Um, um, is this a smart, like you just said, a smart pivot for Megan, or this just an influencer cash in?
It look good. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
Do you think it's a smart pivot for Megan, or just another influencer cash in?
I feel like it's a smart pivot because it's an endorsement at the end of the day. So endorsements bring in cash money. Yep.
Cash money, indeed. Do you think these customers trust these partnerships, or are they just becoming numb to them and stuff? Like you see, like Cardi B and Offset doing with McDonald's. It was some celebrities doing Burger King.
Yeah, I remember during that time. I think people just try to go for what they know and try to give things a try to see if it's all the rave and popular.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It it's all the rave and what people want to try. So
Okay. And then someone did Popeyes too. Megan got
Megan,
Popeye, but I'm saying somebody else did Popeyes.
that's all I remember.
So, I know it was a rapper. I know it was, I think it was Gorilla.
I think it was her.
I think.
Or
Yeah. Could be.
yeah.
Yeah, all these celebrities doing these endorsements and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, yeah, what it is. All right. All right. Like we said, which stores this week had the biggest long-term implications? You let us know. We're in a new era of celebrities scrutiny of 2026. So, hey, you tell us what you take away from this episode. But for Brittany Shea, I've been your host, Kendra Dick, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of Connect Now.
Peace.